But actually, I've got water. Do you want water?
No, you have.
Do you want coffee, tea?
No, I'm great, man. I
Okay.
wouldn't mind some coffee, actually.
You want coffee?
We'll get it later.
Okay, I'll get it
Yeah,
today. Okay,
we'll-
no
we'll
problem.
get
So
it.
now tell me,
Yeah.
you look very, mashallah, Allahumma barak.
Thank you.
Mashallah, tabarakallah, you look
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, I try to look like you, but you know, it's not working.
Yeah, right. You got cool swag.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. So I'm trying here, but mashallah, you look very good. So, tell me, why you dressed like this?
Because I want to speak to you.
So you came here just like this, bruv?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to get married.
Yeah, well, I am hopefully soon.
Okay, inshallah.
But first of all, I want to say I really appreciate that you're taking your time out to speak to me.
Barakallah.
So I really appreciate that. And then I'd like to get to my question,
Yes.
or rather my proposition. Essentially, I try to read about Islam and learn about Islam. And I'm Sunni Muslim. I don't want to divide anybody. I respect all the other ones as well, whether you're Shia, any other,
Yes.
and non-Muslim as well.
Yes.
So I just want to say that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that there's a very common belief, and I don't want to hurt the sensitivities of any Muslim,
Yeah.
of any of the faiths, but that basically if you leave Islam, then
Yeah.
you should be killed. And I just want to discuss this because if you, for example, look at Hanafi fiqh,
Yeah.
there are multiple conditions, such as, for example, that after you leave, you, for example, have to cause hasbara within the society.
Disorder, yeah.
Yeah, disorder within the society. There were also other things as well that, for example, it's not a hudud law within the Hanafi fiqh.
What's that, say that?
Hudud.
Hudud,
So-
yes.
So in other words, that it's not mandated by the state, right? So the state does not have to enforce this rule.
But state and Sharia is the same in Islam.
Yeah.
They're not divided like.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that according to Hanafi fiqh, from what I know, I'm not 100% sure, I might be misrepresenting, but the state, it's not a hudud law. In other words, that the state does not have to enforce this law. So what I want to ask is, why do you think, or I may be wrong, if I am, then please correct me.
Yeah.
But what is your opinion on this? And secondly, why do you think that everybody is saying that it must be the death penalty when there is difference of opinion from the beginning in Islam about how it should be implemented, if it should be implemented, and even if the state has to? I think that there are examples as well, I'm not 100% sure, that people had left Islam and they weren't put to death during the Prophet's lifetime, during the Caliph's lifetime. So what are your opinions?
Okay, yeah, thank you. Barakallah fiqh. Firstly, may Allah bless you for coming. And may Allah accept our efforts, inshallah, which is very important. I think one thing needs to be understood is very simple, yeah? To me, I see it like this. I see that if Islam is the truth, which I believe is the truth, then it's not on. Somebody gave evil eye. But I did my adhkar in the morning. So, man's are trying that still. Anyways, is it on now? Okay, so what I would say is, bro, in a nutshell, if Islam is the truth, I accept Islam wholeheartedly. Like Allah says in the Quran, like, don't be among those who pick and choose. I like this verse, I don't like that verse. It doesn't work like that.
I agree.
So Islam is Islam and we accept it as it is.
100%.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care, to their normal social norms that have changed today, that now Islam looks weird. I believe they are weird themselves. Because Islam is Islam and it's the truth from God Almighty. If it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there might be things that I don't understand and comprehend. But just because I don't understand and comprehend, I'm not going to reject it.
Yeah.
Now this goes to the story of Iblis, which we'll come to, which I'll explain about the whole apostasy, capital punishment. Why did Iblis fell into disbelief? Do you know?
Arrogance.
Arrogance is one thing, but he fell into disbelief because he used his aql, logic, reasoning, which there's nothing wrong with that, by the way, we have to use it. He used it to deny the naql, which is what God Almighty commands. Why did he do that? Because he looked at Adam alayhi salam and he said, well, hold on a second. I'm made out of fire. I believe fire logically is more superior than clay. So therefore, he came to the conclusion that, now look how stupid he became. Yeah, I mean, it's as if when someone falls into kufr, he becomes stupid. Yeah,
Yes.
He went and ascribed a mistake. Iblis didn't fall into disbelief because he didn't prostrate. He fell into disbelief because he ascribed a mistake to Allah. He said, you are telling me to do something which is wrong. Can you imagine the one who created the heavens and the earth, and you're telling him, you're wrong, and you misguided me, therefore I'm going to do A, B, C. Now, this pertains to our issue today. When it comes to the issue of capital punishment, yeah? People make it out to be as if it's exclusive to Islam. It is not. Every religion, every nation, every state practices this. Now they do it in different ways, right? They do it in different ways. Islam is very direct. Now, is that exclusive to apostates? No. Because in the Quran chapter 49 verse 9 or verse 12, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that if two Muslim faction groups come to a disagreement, yes, try to reconcile, if not, fight the aggressor. Fight, meaning, fight, it might be kidnapping. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said about the Khawarij. Do you know about the Khawarij?
Yeah.
Khawarij was an extreme group like ISIS. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, if I lived at their time, I would wipe them, I will destroy them like Allah destroyed Ad. We know what Allah did to the people of Ad. Now, the question here is the following. Is this issue pertaining to an apostate, or is this an issue pertaining to somebody who's causing disorder in the state? Islam looks at the communal rights, not an individual's right. I can't come into in a state where the Sharia law has been implemented and I go, I want to drink alcohol, that's my right. They'll say your right is violating the rights of the community and you cannot do that. So therefore, I still stand by, and I am proud of this. I have no shadow of a doubt, and I have no regrets that the capital punishment in Islam exists and is there to protect the state, just like any nation, any religion wants to protect its people. And and I'll add another thing. What was your name? Shuaib. I'll add another thing, Shuaib, yeah? This issue, I promise you, the apostates themselves will agree. Let me tell you how. If I went to a group of apostates, imagine ex-Muslims, there's 50 of them, and they live in an island, and they want to be like, this is the apostate island. Yeah, we don't want any Muslims here. And if I said, you know what, guys, you believe in freedom of speech, right? They were like, yeah, we do. I go, can I come and give dawah? And they're like, we don't really want it, but we'll have to defend your freedom of speech. Thank you. So I swim to this island. I don't take a boat. I want to swim because I want to be healthy, I need to burn some fat. I've been eating a lot of cupcakes, yeah? So I start swimming, and I come to the island, and I go, okay, guys, here's my dawah to Islam. And then they see one of their colleagues coming and saying, you know what, actually, this makes sense to me. And he comes and accepts Islam. And then comes another one, and then another one. What do you think these apostates will want to do to me? At first they would be like, you know what? I think it's time you leave our island, because we are happy living as apostates, but now you're causing disorder. And I'll say, well, to hell with you. You believe in freedom of speech. Now, if I carry this on, do you think they will let me survive on that island?
I mean, from a principle standpoint, they should. Right?
But from a realistic point of view, would they?
I mean, I don't know.
Because I'm endangering their lifestyle.
I would hope they would. I don't know.
Me too, because then everyone will accept Islam in the island.
I don't know, this is a theoretical question. So
it is, but I'm asking you a question. What would they do?
I mean, I think they would allow it.
Okay, you think... Serious. Okay, let me tell you something.
I'm not trying to.
No problem. I actually asked this to a vegan. I had a discussion, it's on camera. I said to him, imagine you have the vegan island. Same comparison, same analogy. And I said, if I come and say, you know what, eating meat is healthy, and some of your colleagues came and accepted it. They said, okay, we'll let you freedom of speech. I said, okay, no problem. And then I said, but more people are starting to become meat eaters. He said, then we'll imprison you. I said, okay. I said, I will carry on preaching. I said, what would you do next? And they said something along the lines of, we'll expel you. Now, the question is this. I know if I carry that on, they will go down the route of eliminating me. Why? Because they believe we are a threat to their lifestyle. Now, the far right, like Tommy Robinson and the rest, what do? What are they scared of most?
You're scared of me.
You're trying to... The boys here. So the point is this, this lovely gentleman. The point is this. Why they see the Sharia as a threat to England. Come, where are you going? Might need your help here, brother.
This guy's well dressed. Look at him.
Let me see. I'm learning from him. So, thank you. So, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I agree.
So what I'm saying is, what does Islam say different?
No. I'm saying that, but we do believe, right?
Yes.
Do you believe in fuqaha?
Yes.
Yeah. So there have been differences of opinion, right?
But does that difference of opinion say that there is no capital punishment, or do they say it's done in a certain manner?
No. But I'm not 100% sure. But from what I know, with the Hanafi fiqh, the capital punishment is not for changing the religion. It is if you then fight against the state or cause disorder. So there's a big difference.
No, there isn't.
No, but there is a
Shuhaib, you know why?
Because if people, for example, have left Islam and they were allowed to, and they then they're not fighting against the state. They're not a threat towards the state.
Yes.
Then they're allowed to be free. So if that was the standard for Imam Abu Hanifa, that if you don't then go and fight and cause treason.
We don't know that, by the way. Can someone get hijab? Because he will know this.
Because I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But if it is, so what I'm saying is that if that is the view, then why should we then say no? But Allah has said capital punishment.
No, Allah didn't say that.
Yeah, and
it's the Prophet.
Number two, it's in the Quran, as far as I know. There's no mandate for capital punishment.
No, there isn't. But the Prophet said.
Prophet Muhammad. But then we have to remember that during the Prophet Muhammad's time, how many people were given capital punishment? 4 or 5 people. Total.
Exactly, because the matter is not that simple.
No, but then you have to remember, what about all the others who, in today's standards, right? People would say, oh, this is blasphemy. But they weren't given capital punishment. So many. People would use foul language towards him, he would forgive them. People would insult him, he would forgive them. When he went to Taif, people physically hit him with stones. And he still forgave them. So what I'm saying is that the actual view of Islam is much more complex than the way that is being portrayed, that somebody is left Islam and then that's it, capital punishment. So what I'm saying is, if that is actually the case, why are we trying to defend a position that's not even in the Islam? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, it is in Islam, because the thing is this, is at the end of the day, when you're talking about certain instances when the revelation came down in its early stages, certain things were established after that. So the Prophet ﷺ, because otherwise we can say, for example, there's certain things, does this contradict that? Etc. No, it doesn't. What we're saying is, there's certain things that the Prophet ﷺ prescribed in the early stages. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that we know that Prophet, peace be upon him, said, anyone that turns away from his religion, and there's another hadith that says, anyone that turns away from his religion and leaves his people, that apply the capital punishment. Now, that is from him. Now we know it's from him. So therefore, what I'm saying is, which the Hanafi fiqh that you're talking about, is that even if we was to go with that, if somebody decides to leave Islam, they can leave the country and go to the lands of kufr. That's fine. No one's saying nothing. But the point is this: if somebody's left Islam, then it has to be that he's proclaiming and causing trouble in the lands. Because otherwise, how would I know someone's heart? Oh, let me see if he's left Islam. I wouldn't even know. It wouldn't even apply. So it has to be that it is applying to the one who is causing disorder. Because the one who's left in his heart could leave the country. You don't even want to live there.
Okay, but what kind of disorder? Now, this is another thing. So, does that disorder, right? There must be a framework.
Not even disorder. Even if he says, I have left Islam.
But this is where
why do you find it troubling? That's why I want to know. Why is it so troubling for you?
The reason I find this troubling is because, like, one thing before we get to that. So you see, remember that if somebody steals above a certain amount, then we have the
hudud. Yes.
Now, during Hazrat Umar's time, he suspended that punishment
because of famine.
But what I'm trying to say is, do you believe then that there's possibility that you can suspend this? So this capital punishment. Number two, you said that there was this, that the Prophet said, this is the thing. I haven't read that hadith.
There's 2 hadiths.
Okay, but have you gone through the entire chain of narration and whether
this is... It's authentic. It's authentic.
No, sanad.
It's authentic.
All of it.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so what I wanted to ask was, what was the second point? The second point I wanted to make.
Okay, while you're thinking of that, I'll just touch upon. Now we have evidence from Ibn al-Qayyim, may Allah have mercy on him. He uses the evidence of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. In the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, I don't know if you know, they had an agreement that the Quraysh said, anyone that leaves Islam in Medina can be returned back to us. But anyone from us comes to join you have to send them back to us. Ibn al-Qayyim uses this evidence to say that this is not abrogated, and that if a murtad who leaves Islam, if there is an agreement and a treaty between the Muslim state and a kuffar state, that person can be extradited to that country. That there is an evidence in specific circumstances, situations, of course. But in a nutshell, what I'm saying is, I want to know, why do you find it disturbing?
Okay, now I remember the other point I wanted to make, and then I'll get to the disturbing. So with the The other point I wanted to make was, for example, there was the aspect about the Prophet said, this is the way you should cut your hair. But then during Hazrat Ali's time, he said that when the Prophet said this, he just meant it for that period.
Who said that?
That was a hadith I read.
Sorry, 1 second. There was a hadith that says what? Say that.
That the Prophet said, this is the way you have to cut your hair, right? Example.
Oh, yeah,
I don't remember.
qada, yeah.
And then Hazrat Ali said that this was for that time. Now, you guys,
I don't know if it's something like that. Show me. I don't think there's something like that exists.
But okay, let us assume that is the case, right?
Because we can't, because the thing is, if we say about something that the Prophet ﷺ that he didn't say, it's very severe.
No, I agree.
Yeah, we should be very careful. So
no, but with the qaza,
but there's interpretations.
Look,
I used to believe it's haram.
Yeah.
Makruh. Now look, the matter's not that simple.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I got my hair cut today, as you can see. Yeah. So the matter's not that clear. We can come into understanding the fiqh of the matter.
But the point I'm trying to make is that Hazrat Ali, the fourth caliph,
yes,
said that you can have the haircut. From what I know. Now, if not with that, there must have been other cases where something like that may have happened. The point I'm trying to make is that you're saying that it's not abrogated, right? But how are we to know that is 100% the case? And there can be difference of opinion. If there is genuine difference of opinion, then why do we have to go for the one which is saying that there must be captive
Okay,
punishment?
but there is
why not make the argument for the one which says that you can just leave it fine?
Okay, so what I'm saying is, again,
because I'm secure in my belief. Look, I'm secure. I believe that there's one God. I believe that the Prophet Moses was a messenger.
Yeah.
So I'm secure in my belief. So why would I be afraid if somebody's leaving the religion? We have no fear. Because I believe in the spirituality of Islam.
Yeah.
I love Rumi, I love the poetry, I love Athar, I love Shams Tabriz.
Yeah.
I'm in love with all of the poetry, the spirituality, all of that. So why are we insecure? I feel like it comes across as so insecure. That's my trouble with it. You were asking me what my problem is.
Okay,
with. That is my problem with it. It comes as insecure. Oh, you've left. Oh, we're so upset. Why are we upset? This is the truth. It doesn't affect us.
Okay, so I think what's really important is the following. I think you're coming from a certain paradigm. You're coming from I would say, a bit passive. You're a bit passive, and I don't mean in a disrespectful way. Islam, but people come and say Islam is peace. Islam is peace. Yeah, there's peace elements. There's war. Do you accept there's war in Islam?
To an extent.
No, not to an extent. There is war in Islam.
This is where I would. So if you look at the Abbasi Caliphate,
yes,
then yes. But a lot of the Abbasis or Abbasids in English, they wanted to actually fake hadith to make the Prophet look as a warrior. But
was the Prophet not a warrior?
He would try for peace at every stage.
Look, but do you see
what? He would all the time. Would you not disagree?
Yeah, of course.
Every stage.
Yes.
He tried 100% to give peace.
100%.
And it was the Meccans who were attacking him.
Yes.
They were trying to kill him. He was not going out there.
But
did his army ever? Only at one point did the army go to Mecca. All the other times, their army went to Medina.
True.
They were attacking him.
Yes.
Why did he even leave Mecca? Because they were trying to assassinate him. So I disagree. I really think that if we look at the authentic hadith and we have the standards that the fuqaha have put, then the Prophet Muhammad always tries for peace before war. War is the last resort.
Yeah. Okay, look.
I sincerely believe.
Look, I understand, but Shuhaib, the angle that you're coming with is an angle where some Sufis have. And their attitude is that the Prophet ﷺ is just peace. Nothing but peace. When it comes to war, that's not true. We have a clear hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. He said that, he was actually studying this, that I have come, in a nutshell, I've come for nothing but to, was it Sheikh? You know the hadith we did in Bukhari about the Prophet ﷺ who came, he said that until they say La ilaha illallah, I will wage war on them. Yes. There's a clear hadith about this. Yeah. Now, the thing is this: if we take this attitude where Islam is all peace and love and flower, that's not true. Okay. So now the point is, that's why I feel like
hadith, no, because you have to remember Bukhari was
still
150,
I don't
200
I don't think it's Ahad hadith. I think it's maybe is that hadith Ahad, Sheikh?
We need to check
that hadith.
This is very serious.
It doesn't matter. No. You know why? Let me tell you something. The reason, the issue here is the following. Yeah, Even if it's ahad or mutawatir, yeah? The point is this, bro, yeah? And by the way, ahad means singular chain, mutawatir means multiple chains, yeah? Or mashur, or there's changes, yeah? What I sense from you, Shuhaib Aki, yeah, you're my brother, is this, may Allah bless you, Aki, wallahi, just so we can learn from each other, yeah? Is this notion of a peaceful, Islam wants peace.
Yeah.
But, if people are committing shirk, yes, that is the biggest crime against Allah, yeah? This hadith clearly states that the Prophet ﷺ said, and specifically to the mushriks, Quraysh, yeah? That they will fight them until they say, La ilaha illallah. And this is talking about, by the way, to the Quraysh, the pagan Arabs at that time, yeah? We cannot come and sugarcoat this and make it peaceful. Number one. Number two, what I sense from you is that you find this troubling. I don't find it troubling at all. To be realistic, look, there's dream world and there's a realistic world. Peace has to be done. We always call for peace. Okay, what's the first message that the Prophet ﷺ will send to these empires? Accept Islam. Invite them. Come and join us. Be with us. Be family. What's the second condition? Okay, you don't want it? You pay the jizya. You don't want it? We will fight you. So now, the point is this. The reason why you're finding trouble, and just to answer your question, which you said, this makes us insecure. Not at all. It doesn't make us insecure at all. Islam is the truth. We don't need a few apostates who leave. We're not going to be like, oh my gosh, Islam is finished. No, because Islam, thousands and millions come to Islam. Them leaving Islam is not because we see them as a threat. It's because the disorder that they can cause in the lands. And the point is this, the same applies to many nations. Edward Snowden, this guy WikiLeaks, what's his name? Julian Assange, what's his name, yeah? And what did he do? He just exposed the crimes of the US. Why is he on the run? Why is he arrested? The point is this, every nation, no matter how much they want to talk about freedom of speech, they do not believe in absolute freedom of speech. If I did something and I had a political party that, let me tell you something, if I had a political party that got votes, that we wanted the UK be under Sharia, best believe we will be assassinated. I'll repeat again, we will be assassinated on our doorstep. So this notion that Islam doesn't have anything exclusive. All it's saying is that these parameters and these things that are in place, protocols are in place to protect the community at large. Because if we come and say, no problem, then we can have people infiltrating. And this was, some of the Jews did this. They would come and say, oh, we accept Islam, to get intelligence, say, oh, we left Islam. So what we're saying is, Islam has a capital punishment to protect the Ummah and the Muslims at large. And there is nothing wrong with it.
Okay, but would you accept that there is difference of opinion?
No, because what you're saying is this. You're saying, is there a difference of opinion matter? Which of the three schools of thought say that the capital punishment doesn't apply? All they talk about is how does it apply? In certain circumstances, does it not apply?
Wait. Hold on. In the Imam Hanafi fiqh and the Shafi fiqh, which are the two largest.
Okay.
It's not hudud. In other words, it doesn't have to, as far as I know.
No,
I might be
but you have evidence that, as far as I know, I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
Okay, tell battery's low, bro. Mehmet, the battery's low. Can you tell Jabi? The battery's low.
But if it's not hudud, right?
No, it is. Okay, I promise you, Hanafi, Shafi, Maliki, Hanbali, I am very sure all of them believe in a capital punishment. Some might say, for example, we give him 3 days. We do this.
I've read that, but with Maliki, for example, it says that only if it's a good Muslim who left. If it's not a good Muslim, then he didn't have.
No, what do you mean? He's not Muslim anymore. There's no good bad Muslim. The guy's apostate.
Prior to
irrelevant. He's a murtad. But we look at how what he done. He apostated. I'm not going to say he was a mufti and now his apostasy is lightened.
But let's go to the other part about where you were saying that with the war thing, right? But you also read that when any state Muslim has entered into an agreement, they must abide by it.
Yes, exactly. You have to.
So now that we have now agreements, right, with other states. So now that we have these agreements, we must abide by it.
No, but the thing is,
that's what I mean.
No, we don't have any. Look, nobody's asking to go manhunting. This is haram in Islam.
No, I agree.
You can't do that. You can't go be like, oh, he's an ex-Muslim. It doesn't work like that. Under an Islamic state, illegitimate, Sharia-driven land, which there is none. If somebody leaves the fold of Islam and they want to go and get an airplane and go to somewhere else, bye. See you later. All the best. If you're going to come and cause disorder, there is capital punishment.
Yeah, but what is disorder, right? No,
If
no,
you,
wait,
for
wait,
example,
let's
if
get-
you come and
no,
say,
no,
I have
can-
left Islam,
No, can I?
you're preaching, you're giving dawah to your way.
But can I make the argument that what is and what is not disorder should be up for debate? Because
No, to who? Not to you, the scholars.
Yeah, to the scholars.
Yes,
I
but
agree.
which? Okay, tell me. Bring.
To
Okay,
scholars.
but Shuhaib, bring me evidence.
if we-
Which scholar has said what you're saying?
What?
Because you're coming from a point of view where it's just this peaceful, pacifist religion. Islam is not that religion. I'm so sorry. And you will need to.
I disagree. I disagree with you.
You
Because
can't disagree with me, Aki. If
when
I
you were saying, for example, with the other parts, when the Prophet said that, was he referring to all of the other states, or was he referring specifically to the Meccans? So I would say
it's
he
very-
was referring to the Meccans,
it's,
not all of
no.
everybody.
Where's your evidence for that?
Because that's what he.
Okay.
When he would refer
Shuhaib,
to
if I-
mushrikeens in the Quran,
if-
it's not referring to all mushrikeens. Isn't it referring to the Meccan mushrikeens? And when it says kafir, it's not referring to.
Is it dead? Okay, let me put it like this. If I bring you evidence that that's not the case, and the Prophet ﷺ and the four school of thoughts all believe that capital punishment apply, would you accept it?
I would say that we should utilize their methodologies and see.
Shaykh, it's a direct question.
Wait,
It's a very
let me-
simple
let me-
question.
But we also have to remember one other thing. At one point in Islam, there were over 100 schools of thought.
That's fine. There's
Yeah.
many. You can go.
Yeah.
Some will say weed is permissible.
No. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying, 100.
But not every difference
there
opinion is an
can be-
opinion.
But would you accept that there can be a school of thought potentially?
No.
That says
If no, I put it like this.
Yeah.
If I'm saying to you a very simple question, if I bring you evidence from the hadith, and let's say Ibn Hajar Asqalani, who does sharh of the hadith, if we bring four schools of thought, every single one of them say capital punishment must apply, but how it should apply, would you accept that?
But the thing is, the how matters a lot, because
Okay,
if it doesn't
would-
affect, but if that how means that 90% of people who do leave, or 99%, or even almost 100% will not get capital punishment, then it matters a lot. Because
Okay.
you're only focusing on the capital
Okay,
punishment.
I'm asking a simple
this
question.
must be the punishment.
That's fine.
Why aren't you focusing on the part which says that it doesn't have to be that extreme?
Okay, I'm asking a hypothetical question. If there is evidence, this is very important because it tells me a lot about where your mind is at. If there is evidence from the four schools of thought, there is no difference of opinion that capital punishment must be applied, would you accept it or reject it?
I would say that is their opinion. And
Okay,
I would
no,
respect it.
no,
But
one second.
I would know when it applies.
Shuhaib, one second. Shuhaib, Allah says in the Quran, Shuhaib, Allah says in the Quran, when Allah and His Messenger decide something, it is not for anybody. Wait, one second. Look, Shuhaib, look, Akhi, listen to me. When Allah and His Messenger decide the matter, it does not befit anybody to come and say, I think. You know what you're doing? Do you know why I mentioned the story of Iblis and Adam? Because this is, and I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying Iblis, alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you. What I'm saying is, Iblis fell into disbelief because of this. You know why? Because he was given something that didn't comprehend to his mind, and he said, I reject it. I'm asking you a question and
I'm
saying
I neither reject it nor accept
no,
it.
this is problem, brother.
No.
Actually, this is a problem.
No.
It's like me giving you a clear ayah, and I'm saying,
No, it's not ayah. It's not ayah.
Shuhaib,
It's not ayah.
it's a hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, anybody that leaves his religion, capital punishment should be applied. Period. So I'm saying, Aki, look, hear me out.
I don't agree.
You're not,
I
no,
really don't agree.
Aki, listen to what you're saying, Shuhaib.
No, but how is it period?
Shuhaib,
When it's not applied like that.
Shuhaib. If I'm giving a hypothetical situation. If I bring you a chain of hadith that is mutawatir, that is no
There is no
difference.
mutawatir. I've gone through all of the mutawatir.
Hadith.
It's impossible.
Shuhaib.
Because I've gone through it.
Shuhaib,
Yeah.
listen to me carefully, Aki. If there is a hadith that is, let's say, mutawatir, and the hadith says there is capital punishment for the one who leaves his religion, there is no difference of opinion, period. Just as Allah says, Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allah is one, we know. Would you accept it or reject it?
If there's
Zero.
I would accept that Islam says that.
Okay, alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you. Okay, that's good. The reason I'm saying that,
But my
Shuhaib,
heart would not like it.
okay, good, but let me tell you
I
something.
accept that it
There's
says
a lot
it,
of
but
things
I
my
wouldn't.
heart doesn't like in Islam, yeah? And by the way, some people might twist this.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you might, like some people
But-
find it
but-
hard to wear the hijab.
but what I'm
Some
saying-
people find it
yeah.
hard to wait for
But what I
Fajr.
wanna say
But
is-
Aki,
but
when
what I wanna
Allah
say
and His
is-
Messenger says
but-
it,
no, but what
I'm a
saying is-
nobody.
Yeah. But that's if they're saying it. But what I'm saying is that it is up for
Okay,
debate
if
whether
you
it's
okay,
said or
if
not,
you can
because
bring,
there's
look,
zero,
look,
from mutawatir, I know for a fact.
I even gave
it's
you
not there.
an
100%.
opinion of Ibn al-Qayyim,
Yeah.
the treaty,
Yeah.
that if somebody leaves, you can send them.
Yeah.
I even gave you that.
Yeah.
The point I'm trying to say is this, bro. We have to be certain
Yeah.
and proud of our religion.
Yes,
We should not ever think, because you know
I'm
why? Because I'm feeling insecurity from you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like, you know what? Oh man, this sounds like, for example, you know the Prophet Muhammad married Aisha at 6.
No, but there is difference of opinion. No, there is 100%, 110%.
Nah.
No, Imam Malik. No. According to Imam Malik. No. Read up. Imam
Do you
Malik.
know why you're saying this, Shoaib?
No. I'm not saying it because of this.
So do you believe she was 6 or not?
No.
Why?
Why? Because Imam Malik said that you don't.
Okay, why don't you go with the hadith that Aisha said it herself? She was 6
But she didn't.
in Bukhari. Yes, she
No,
did.
she did in Bukhari.
Yes.
But who was it by? It was by Imam Malik's by Imam Malik's teacher.
Shoaib.
No, wait, let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
It was, who is that attributed to? It's an ahad hadith. It was attributed to Imam Malik's teacher, and Imam Malik said that after he moved to Iraq, do not accept his hadith because he had bad memory. Other people,
That'll make it Hassan.
No.
One second.
One, number two.
Where's
Number two.
Where's Sheikh Mohammed? Can you talk to Sheikh Mohammed? Sheikh!
No, I'm being serious.
I'm very.
I'm being serious.
I just want to check something.
This is why I'm saying it. This is why I want to discuss this with you. Because there are these beliefs that people have. But there are Maliki school scholars. Sheikh, I don't remember his entire name. Al-Dinwinawi.
Yeah.
Al-Dinwinawi, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
He's a direct descendant of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He's a learned scholar. And he estimated that her age is about 15.
No.
But that's Maliki fiqh.
Okay, look,
Maliki fiqh, no, this has been the position
I'll
of
check
Maliki
that.
fiqh since the beginning.
But Shoaib, do you see?
So this is what I mean.
No, I know, but
This is
you're
why
missing.
I'm having this discussion with you, because there's so many people who are saying X, Y, Z. But when you go into it in depth,
Sheikh,
and
is the hadith of the Prophet's marriage to Aisha at 6 ahad from Aisha? Can you check? Please, if you, okay.
No, it should be checked because I've read this a lot.
Okay, Shoaib, there's a bigger matter. Yeah, exactly.
No, there's
no problem with ahad.
According to fuqaha, there must be at least two
No, they don't.
changes.
No, they don't.
Yes,
no, they
yes.
don't.
No,
You can't reject it.
No. This is the methodology.
No, bro. Ahad means it came from a singular chain.
Yes.
You can't reject that. For example, every action is based on its intention.
Do you
It's
believe in
ahad.
Imam Al-Ghazali?
Which one do I believe in him?
Do you believe that he was a scholar?
Yes, of course I believe.
Yeah. He said that a Muslim person can not believe in all ahad hadiths. This is literally what he said.
Cannot believe in what?
Imam Ghazali apparently said that you can't believe in all ahad hadith.
That's nonsense.
No, I'm being serious. He said
Even if that's true, do we take the companions, or we all just
No,
respect?
but
let me
with Bukhari is not
Shoaib,
even, if you look at the
I understand.
Islamic
But
rankings,
Shoaib, but this
the ranking, the number one book,
Do you know
the
some verses
number
in the
one.
Quran was said by Ahad Sahaba? You know that?
Okay, I don't
Okay,
know.
now you know.
But what-
So some verses, there's one verse, two verses of the Quran was said by one companion, one single companion.
Yes.
We reject it because Ghazali said no.
Yeah, exactly. But Shoaib, can I you know what's really important? Can I touch on something, Shoaib? Yeah. The reason the funny thing is this, yeah, you have issues with things that are controversial. You're not coming to me and saying, oh, the Prophet promoted peace. Why don't you say, oh, I reject that? Why is it that you accept things that are normal in our society, but when it comes to apostasy, the Prophet's marriage to Aisha, and some other things, you're like, oh, no. Why? This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying.
disagree with you.
No, I'm so sorry.
I completely-
Shoaib, the fact that you have a difference of agreement, opinion on matters that are apostasy, oh my gosh, Aisha's marriage, oh my gosh, why is it matters that are controversial? Why don't you come and say to me, Ali, you know what? When the Prophet said, I came for peace, why don't you say, there's a question mark on that? This shows me, Shoaib, there's an insecurity.
No, I don't know.
I'm so sorry. You know why? Because let me tell you something. I have no problem. Aisha was 6 when she married the
Because I
Prophet
care
Muhammad.
about the truth.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
Shoaib, the only reason you're saying this,
No.
Shoaib, if you lived in UK 100 years ago, you will have no problem with the Prophet marrying at 6 because it was the norms. The only reason you're saying this now is because the social norms have changed and you're insecure about it.
No.
With all due respect, bro.
No.
Then
No,
why
that's
would
not
you?
the
Okay, then why do you pick Prophet's marriage, apostasy. Why those?
Listen. Wait, you pick the one about Hazrat Aisha's age.
Like you said. Why those? Why those?
I
Why
care
not
about the
Prophet
truth.
eating with his right hand?
No, I care about the truth. Look, because
Okay, but why don't you question the Prophet eating with his right hand? The Prophet doing ABC.
Okay.
Why is it Aisha's marriage? Why is it apostasy?
No.
Why is it this
Wait,
stuff?
with
It's
it-
insecurity,
no,
bro.
No, I disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
I care about the truth. The reason I'm saying it is because when you really look into things, you will see a lot of the things that I thought were like, okay, this is clear cut. When you really go into the methodology of interpretation, when you go into how Imam Abu Hanifa classified things and how Imam Malik did things, then you realize that the standard for saying Islam is saying X or Y is incredibly high. It's insanely high. No, you have to accept.
But
You
you're
have to
always,
accept.
bro.
When
Surah Tawbah.
majority of the time.
Surah Tawbah,
No.
chapter verse 29, which tells you
Let
to
me
fight
finish.
the people of the book.
Let me finish.
What do you say about
Let me
that?
finish my point.
Okay.
When Imam Malik, right, many people came up to him and asked his opinion on something, and I think a majority of the time
He said, I don't know.
exactly.
He said, go to your people.
Yeah, so the reason I'm focusing on this is because it is much more complicated. Before we say anything, Islam is saying this or that. That's why you have to be extremely careful.
No, but
And that's why when I'm saying it, I'm not saying this is the case or not the case. I've never said it's not the case, nor am I saying it is the case.
But you're in the middle. Then what do we do? Do we take it or we don't take it?
No. What I'm saying is that we should accept that there has been difference of opinion on how things are meant to
No,
be.
of course, but
And
if that's the case,
we agree.
No, okay. So do you agree that I follow the opinion that she was 6?
No?
Do you accept that I follow the opinion that is 6? Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, for example,
That's okay.
Allah says in the Quran, Surah Tawbah, fight the people of the book. What do you think about that? Would you do that? Like, by the way, if it's
Not in a literal sense, no. I wouldn't literally go fight people.
No, obviously not. If it was under a thing and the Crusaders were attacking us,
Yeah, if
and we have to go fight.
self-defense.
No, not self-defense. No.
That is self-defense.
No. If we
That
can,
is self-defense.
Islam is allowed to conquer lands, not convert people. Would you go and fight to conquer lands?
Wait.
Legitimately, I'm just saying.
That is if there is no UN. Right now.
No,
You're wrong.
Yeah,
You're wrong.
bro,
No,
bro.
you're wrong.
Bro,
You have to provide the
bro,
full
we're
context.
following Islam, bro. I don't follow UN.
No, when Muslims,
I don't follow UN, bro.
When a Muslim nation has made an agreement, we must abide by it.
Look.
That is
Once
just
the
fact.
agreement is done, if
We
I'm
must
saying
follow-
to you, if I'm saying,
that isn't the time.
Shahib, I'm
Without-
saying, Shahib, if the Crusaders, for example, we are allowed to conquer lands. Every nation is. In a legitimate way, yeah? You're not allowed to force the people, you're not allowed to kill innocent people, all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about a legitimate war, for example. It was allowed in Islam.
If there's no UN,
Would you-
if there's no rule of law,
do-
there's no international
Shahib,
law,
would you do
you're
it?
talking about times of imperialism.
No, Shahib.
In those times,
Shahib.
no, yes, you are.
Shahib, would you join the army? Would you join the army?
This is my disagreement with you. This is what I want to say to you.
Huh?
This is
No,
very important.
I know, but he's recording.
This
Yeah.
is why we need to.
Okay.
This is why.
Okay,
I disagree.
Shahib, would you
come across? No. This is what.
But
why
Shahib, would
people
you
need
join
to
the
understand
army?
this. No, Ali.
Shahib, would you join the army?
This is look. I respect you. Right?
Bro.
No,
Shahib, look.
I respect you.
Wallahi.
I respect you. Look. This is about honesty and intellectual honesty.
Exactly.
In Islam, it is when we have no agreements, when we have an agreement that says that we're not going to attack, we accept this is your border, then we're not allowed to go around conquering. That is a fact.
Shahib,
you accept that.
Shahib, if you look at the
Prophet
tafsir,
Muhammad said
Shahib,
that when we have made an agreement with a foreign nation, we
Shahib,
must abide by it.
Shahib, I never said you don't.
Yes, so
You,
is
scholars
the-
say, at the time of weakness, your maximum treaty with another nation could be 10 years. That is if the Muslims are in a weak position.
And-
Once the treaty is done and dusted, and the Muslim legitimate army, let's say legitimate army, yeah, is calling you, one second, Shahib, is saying this is a legitimate warfare, yeah, not illegitimate, yeah, and they're saying, Shahib, you need to come and join, we are going to conquer some lands. Would you come?
I would do my jihad by taking care of my family.
There you go.
No.
Shahib, I'm so sorry, bro. Well, I'm so sorry. You know what you've done, Shahib? You've turned Islam to a pacifist, peaceful, we love everybody. Oh, so sorry. Shahib, in Islam there is war. And by the way, let me make it clear. If there is a call to war, by the way, I'm not asking, I'm talking about back then in an Islamic country, a legitimate one.
No,
Bro,
but
we don't, it doesn't work like that. Shahib, all you've
what I'm
done
saying-
is, look, Shahib, please, bro, I'm trying to give you some nasiyah. Shahib, You have an issue with Aisha's marriage. You have an issue with capital punishment. I'm saying if there was a legitimate call to war, I'm not talking about all these illegitimate, forget all these nonsense ISIS. I'm talking about living back then in the Sharia, and lands can be conquered legitimately without killing innocent people. I'm not talking about that, yeah? I'm saying... No. But you're telling me, would you come to war? You're saying, I will go and take care of my family.
No,
bro, come on, man.
Listen, but the
this is not Islam. This is not Islam. It's not Islam that we know. This is one part of Islam, not the total
Islam. He
Islam.
did say, somebody asked him, should I go for jihad? And he said, take care of your family.
No. But that was not the jihad that is fard. That was offensive, not defensive. Yeah. Okay, defensive, everyone needs to come.
No, defensive
everyone.
Is fine.
No, defensive, everyone needs to come.
Yeah,
what you're talking about, that boy, he said, go and serve your mom, is better. You left her crying, is an offensive.
So that's what I'm
good.
saying.
So is there offensive? Is there offensive jihad in Islam?
Only when there are no treaties.
Okay, good. So when there's no treaties, is there offensive jihad?
For all nations, when there's no UN,
so
when
is there?
Ali, this is really important.
Okay, why are you finding it so hard?
No, the reason I am because for an outsider who's going to see this, they will think of Islam as a warring religion.
I've never said that.
This is the problem.
I've just made it clear, bro. I said a legitimate.
You need to explain
I did.
to people that when there's no UN, when there are no agreements, when everybody's killing, conquering places,
bro,
like when the British,
the Muslim Empire, the Christians,
the Chinese are,
exactly.
When
the Christians used to listen,
and during those times, wait, let me finish. During those times, then there is offensive. During this time, it's not allowed because we have agreements. It's not allowed.
Okay.
And that is very important because
people
need to understand.
No, I understand that.
Non-Muslims need to understand that this is not allowed for us because we have agreements.
But I never said that.
When there are no agreements, when there are times of no UN, when there is a time law of the jungle, during those
no, it's not
periods,
time of the jungle. No, I'm so sorry.
It's
not. No, it's
when
not.
there is law of the jungle,
no,
when
it's
there's
not,
no
bro.
UN,
no, it's not, bro.
Then yes,
the Sharia.
Then there's no choice.
The Sharia
because everybody's doing.
The Sharia was better than the UN. Than UN can ever offer. And UN is made by USA, by the way. Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah. So the point I'm saying is this, Shoaib. It's very simple, bro. Look, listen, Shoaib, please, bro. Because the thing is, what you're doing is you've turned Islam to a passive religion that has nothing. I'm so sorry. That's one part of Islam. But what I'm saying is, I said very clearly, every empire has conquered lands. Some have done it at the cost of killing innocent people. Islam has never done that. There have been some Muslims who have done that, but Islam is very categorical. It's haram to kill innocent men, women, children, period. When Islam conquered lands, it gave the option for the people, the Christians and the Jews, to follow their faith under Islam. But it doesn't force religion. It just says we've conquered this land. That is a part of Islam. We cannot deny that. So all I'm saying is, forgive me, but it just seems
I'm
like...
not denying that.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, very simply, just to wrap up, and you can give your wrapping up points, yeah? To me, I don't like this, and forgive me if it comes across like that, but I don't like this insecure Muslims where they feel because of our social norms and morality has changed, and the Aisha's marriage and the capital punishment and war. I'm so sorry. Every nation has war. Islam is the best form of, it has principles when it comes to warfare. You cannot kill innocent men, women, children, trees, monks. You cannot harm churches, synagogues. Yeah, you cannot force people to accept Islam, just like what America's doing, who's butchered millions of people around the world. I'm saying that when that time comes, like, we don't know when, but the point is that we should be proud of our religion and be like, yes, this is the truth. I don't care what you think, because Allah says, and I'll finish on this, the disbelievers will never be pleased with you until you follow them. So don't think, and forgive me, it just seems like we are appeasing to them, and they're never going to be happy.
Okay. So I respect your point of view, but I want to say that there have always been difference of opinions within this.
Of course.
And I am of the view that yes, there has been offensive quote unquote jihad during periods, but those are only allowed when we don't have agreements. In these periods of time, today, while we have agreements, we are in recognizing the borders of different nation states.
Of course.
Offensive jihad is not allowed. So
No,
that,
no.
yeah, that's
No,
not allowed.
it's not that. No,
It's
it's
not
not
allowed
that.
today because
Because America's doing butchering people.
That's wrong.
They're doing
no,
it.
no, no, but that's also wrong.
Yeah, I know.
That's also wrong.
Yeah.
So, but today, while we're in an agreement, we must follow those agreements. So people need to understand, non-Muslims, I want to say to them, please understand that it's not something that must be done. Offensive jihad is something that is there, but it's not a fard that we have to do.
No,
it.
no, no,
we
no,
don't.
no, 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 it's not. No, it's not.
Defensive is
No,
us.
no, no.
Unless-
The whole purpose of Islam coming and its dawah is to spread the message of Islam. That's the reason why free options are given. Okay, number 1, accept Islam. Number 2, pay jizya. Number 3, there will be war. It's as simple as that. Now, what does that mean? That means that the whole point of this is if the empire and the fighting soldiers are stopping you from allowing Islam to be spread to the people, you have to fight them. And I'm talking about a legitimate Islamic country, by the way. That doesn't exist today. But that's from Islam, bro. It's offensive. You have to.
I don't know about that. So
Well,
I
it
will
is,
have to
it is. Research
I have
it.
to research it. I don't
It is.
think that is the case.
No,
What I
why do you think that's not the case? Why isn't there a possibility? Maybe that is the case. Look, this is what I'm saying. And you're telling me, bro, you're not insecure. Shuhaib, why are you saying
If
I don't
know
think that's the
something-
case?
No, if I don't know
But can it be the case?
I don't know.
No, can it be? Is there a possibility?
Potentially.
Okay, thank you.
But
At
I
least
don't
give
know.
that as well. But you're
No,
saying,
I don't
no,
know.
I don't think that could be the case.
But
But see, maybe that's the case.
No, I
maybe
said
it's
I
not.
don't. I said I don't think it is the case. I didn't say it isn't.
Okay.
I don't think it is the case, but all I want to
Okay,
say is
we're wrapping.
that
Let's
we
wrap
should-
it.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to say I believe in love of humanity, and my view is, as Rumi and Shams Tabrizi, that we should love humanity, work to the best of our ability to serve all of humanity.
But first, we should
Muslims-
serve Allah.
Allah, yeah.
He-
And that is Allah's command.
Our-
I believe it's Allah's command. To
Our
serve
main
humanity.
purpose is to serve Allah.
Serve Allah, and we serve
At-
Allah by working to the best of our ability to
Yes,
serve
at the
humanity.
displeasure of people, even if they're not
To
pleased
get-
with us.
Yeah, even if they're not pleased with us,
Thank
we
you.
should serve humanity, and we should work to the best of our ability to help humans, nature, the world, and I want to say that we should spread peace and love. And thank you for speaking.
No, you too, man. Thank you. Sorry if I said anything.
No,
I'll go with passion there. But thank you for your time. May Allah bless you, inshallah. Thank you. Let me take this off you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there.
Thank you.
And that one there. There's that one.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
There. Thank you very much, Shape.
Thank you.
But mashallah, you look very nice. Yes. This is my phone. That's why you have screen protector. Yes.
Victor's going to sing for me.
Oh, good.
Oh my
Let me
God.
not hear it.
Oh,
Come on my
terrible,
podcast.
man. Thanks for
Come on my podcast. Won't be a debate.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind.